Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where last time, exploring the grasslands for a ton of its intel, we continue doing just that before heading over to Chadley in the future to do our VR stuff, because it would be very good if I learned how to play. I think we've all figured out. But I think then we've also figured out that I didn't quite have a grasp of how Cloud was playing, because there's a slight bit of difference in the way he goes aerial in this game versus Remake, is I think what we all concluded, or what was said. So that could have been my issue, more than anything. I'll believe anyway. Now let me destroy this priceless room, because we're continuing our intel by going to this place.
According to local legends, Titan possesses earth-shattering strength. He is capable of crushing whole mountains with his fist. Perhaps we have him to thank for the rolling hills and verdant plains that comprise this region of the planet.
But I'm very much looking forward to trying to cross that swamp and face the guy I knew as the Midgar Zolom. Barrett just knocking over the cubes, the ancient cubes. Alright, let's attempt to analyze this Titan crystal before warping our way over somewhere else, to be perfectly fair. So I've got to press buttons at the right time, haven't I? Square, 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 square. Commence! So it goes square, 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 square. In terms of, like, timing. That should work perfectly fine. Synchronization complete. I've realized that I don't have my little safety stream up to be able to figure out with you guys if anything's going wrong. But the data on Titan has been successfully extracted. 5-party experience. And Chadley's coming at me.
That was incredible. It was as if you and the crystal were actually communicating with one another.
Were we, though? Were we? Is anything around the back of this altar? Actually, more than I thought there would be. Makes no one else has found these things before. Or have they? So you can just come down off the side. So we've explored this much of the area. There's a quest back in Kalm for us to undertake in the near future. But I'm thinking of, well, really heading out down these sections. But maybe the quest in Kalm will take me out there. That's a good question in of itself, so let's fast travel over. Yeah. Can someone remind you what party experience does? It increases the amount of stuff in our folios. So we get more options to buy on the sphere. I'll call it the sphere grid. It's just the easiest thing to say to Final Fantasy fans, isn't it? To instantly get it. Is there something to pick up then? Was I imagining that? Alright, we need to go see Broden about what's wrong with the guy. Of course, going through the well-known front entrance of the inn.
Is it just me?
The only entrance to this inn.
Breaking news at this hour. Avalanche, the anti-Shinra terrorist group responsible for the bombings in Midgar.
What the hell is going on here?
So, how much do you need this time? Would another 300 gil cover it?
500 would be ideal. But that's all. And then I can get fuzzy-wuzzy.
What am I going to do with you?
It's a guy who really likes collecting Final Fantasy plushies. Another 500 gil will do. What's 500 gil? Like 40 quid in the real world? I'd be looking at their stuff and it's quite a lot of money.
Information which leads to...
Oh, you're back. I guess that means you managed to shake Shinra.
We heard that you've been feeling under the weather lately.
Word gets around fast. Didn't expect you to worry about me. But since you're here, can I ask you a favor? A friend of mine wanted me to help her fix one of the old Republic windmills, but I'm in no condition to do that. Do you think you could instead?
I think we should help. If not for him, we'd probably be back in Hojo's lab.
I think the Red 13 plushie look pretty good on their store, though. I bulk at buying these things, though. I usually like trying to... They're my real justification for buying special edition games. You don't look so good. What's wrong?
You know, headaches and dizziness. Probably my misspent youth. Paying the price for it now. Hindsight's 20/20.
Headaches and dizziness, huh? Anything else?
Sometimes I hear voices, I guess, calling for me, urging me to go somewhere. Sounds pretty crazy, saying it aloud.
How involved with Shinra were you?
I was a company grunt years ago. But when my parents died, I got out to take care of the family business. Been running the place ever since.
Why are you pissed at Shinra?
I'll spare you the grisly details, and just say they stole my life from me, my family, my home. Is that reason enough for you?
But I thought Kalm was your home.
Not anymore. This isn't the Kalm I grew up in. My Kalm was destroyed by Shinra, and this, a soulless imitation. But I stayed, because I won't let myself forget what those bastards took.
Living in hate can poison a man.
Fortunately, he's a bit more literally poisoned. We'll do it.
Thank you. My friend's name is Mildred. You should be able to find her somewhere around the old settlement, out on the cliffside. Look for the windmills.
Aha! I have a feeling I know why this was a level 22 quest now. A small bit of supposition, I would say. So wasn't this out, like, here-ish? No, where was it? Oh, I mean, we got literally a quest marker there. Shh, don't listen. Not true. We've already been there, so I can fast travel there in an instant. And to be honest, we might have exactly what we need. Though I don't think we've crafted it yet, so I might wait to see if that changes the dialogue.
Did Broden send you? I'm glad for the company. Ain't she a sight to behold? A relic of the Republic of Junon. Shinra can't make 'em like this, let me tell you. I'm itching to scrape the rust off, get her moving again. Easier said than done, unfortunately. The rotor's missing a key component, one that's a bitch to find. Which is where you come in. I'm gonna need your help to get me that part. So, what do you want to know?
Well, let's get all the information. How do you know Broden?
We go way back. Like, way back. The two of us skipped town when we were young, you know? Thought we'd experience what the world had to offer. Eventually, we went our separate ways. He joined the military, and I became an engineer.
What happened between Broden and Shinra then?
Well, turned out he was a natural-born trooper. Was even handpicked to take part in a super-secret experiment. It wasn't long after that we lost contact. By the time we reconnected, he'd already put that life behind him.
What experiment?
Have to ask him, though I doubt he'd tell you. Certainly won't tell me, at any rate. Whatever they did to him, though, has something to do with his condition. I just know it.
If Broden will get better, how does she know?
He's been to doctor after doctor, but all the tests come back inconclusive. So I'm digging through old Republic archives, looking for something that might help, something a doctor might overlook. Just hope I find what he needs soon.
Alright then, how do we obtain the parts?
Not through any shop, that's for sure. It's out of production, so you'll have to make it yourself. So, first things first, the transmuter chip. Once you got that squared away, it should be as easy as popping in the materials you need. Piece of cake, right?
We've already got it, I'm pretty sure. What transmuted materials do we need?
Step 1 was scoring a transmuter chip, which you did. So now we put that baby to work. As for the ingredients, you'll need to bag the Quetzalcoatl, this rare bird, to get what you need. Huh? Oh, you already procured the stuff? Well, aren't you an efficient one? In that case, only thing left to do is to transmute the part.
We're good then.
Windmill's counting on you, friend.
You already have the transmuter chip, transmuter windmill gear, and give it to Mildred. Sounds like a weapon, to be honest. In the key item section, windmill gear. Only 5 experience for something that's integral. Job done. I guess I could take off one of the copper braces. I definitely own one, don't I? I could take that and enhance it a little bit. Statistically, enhancing it isn't a bad deal after all. Enhanced copper bracer. Required owned one. So you can just... which one's making it from scratch? Whatever, we made that. We did it. Job done. Maybe that's the one I had. I don't know. Maybe you didn't have to, like, take it off before you do it. Let's hand over the gear.
Now that is a quality design. No Shinra knockoffs can compare to Republic ingenuity. Okay, time to see if she works. Hot damn, look at that! It's amazing, incredible. Wow. The blades are spinning, actually spinning. What a sight. Oh, I can't wait to find out how much power it can generate. I wish Broden was here for this. He'd have loved to see these windmills running again. Maybe one day. Well, anyway, thank you. You've helped me fulfill a dream of mine. Guess you're heading back to Kalm?
What's the plan?
When you see Broden, you tell him, hurry up and get better, would ya? We got a whole wide world to see. Or something along those lines.
Alright then, what dropped down? It's glad that this stuff bounces and doesn't shatter. Makes me wonder what it really feels like. An orb of cleansing materia dropped out. Because it's green power, I guess? Well, you know. Green after a time once you've made back the stuff on the materials made to make it.
When you see Broden, you tell him, hurry up and get better, would ya? We got a whole wide world to see. Or something along those lines.
I will say I did turn down the music volume within the game a little bit to try and bring out that dialogue a little bit more, but I don't know if it exactly worked. Let's put it that way. I actually turned up like other volume so I get more voice bump too. You'll have to tell me if it works or not as we go on. Maybe I need to go even more. It's just a shame. Like, it's not a thing just for this game. It's most big games nowadays don't get that mixing right at all, and it's very rare when you find one that does. And usually you find one that does when you find out it has no sound options, because sound options should be accessibility options. They shouldn't be for actually making the sound right. They should be like, if you don't want any music, that kind of stuff. So it's really weird that they just can't just make a proper sound balance in games nowadays. No, nowadays. Playing Persona 5 Raw, and that doesn't have any sound options because, surprise, surprise, they've got the sound mix right.
That's so. If Mildred's happy, I'm happy.
She said you've got a world to see.
She just wants an excuse to travel. But I am overdue for a vacation. Think I've been working myself too hard lately.
Rest would do you good. What is this terrible scent? It's reminiscent of Hojo's lab.
It's time. Time to go. To leave.
You okay?
It's just the degradation. Every soldier's gotta make their peace with it. Now you know why I can't see any old doctor. You're a soldier too, aren't you?
Ex-soldier, actually.
Didn't mean to scare you. The symptoms aren't always the same. And who knows? You might be one of the lucky ones.
Right.
Just don't take your youth for granted. All right? You only get one shot at life. And you can't let Shinra take it from you. You can't let them win.
My relationship with Red has deepened. 300 experience gained.
Breaking news at
People
this
love to spread rumors about soldiers.
Anti-Shinra terrorist
Don't you
group
pay them any
responsible
mind.
for bombings in Midgar is believed to have taken shelter in Kalm.
Okay.
Security forces.
Well, I'll not
performed a
knock this
thorough
guy's
sweep
tray
of the
over.
town.
Well,
It looks like
I'm glad to see everything
we should have
back how it
completed
should
everything in
be.
Kalm at this point in time. That should be every side quest done. 5 out of 5, in fact. So really all you got to do is check out the little bits of straggling things here, there, and everywhere, like this Fiend Intel down here or this down here. And we don't really have a quick way to warp to them, so I guess the nearest place is Bill's Ranch. Well, let's get moving on. We'll be back for you, Chadley. You're going to take a fair bit of our time, most likely. This is where I'm heading south, but I'm probably just heading in the wrong direction entirely, knowing me. I got it right! I don't know why I made that noise, however, that was disgusting. I was just so surprised. Sounded like I was hawking something up where I really wasn't. It was a genuine noise. I just don't know where it came from. What it was really supposed to impart on everyone. Shall I go find some of this treasure that Pico here wants me to get? It's like right here, isn't it? Yes, not even far away. Excuse me, rabbits. $1,131 gil, that was worth. I can go buy some cards. Maybe get good at cards at some point. What are we going past here? There's a couple of enemies that I haven't scanned as well at this point. I think one of them is a Mandragora. Or assessed, even.
Keep your cool.
Look, I went in the air. I know which button to press now. You gotta press square after dodging. Or something. Being charged. He's charging me. I'm dying. Synergy skills. Pressing one of the 4 action buttons while guarding with R1 will execute a synergy skill. Have I just not done them? Each of these skills functions differently and may require you to hold down the corresponding button or tap it in quick succession. Pressing thingy while guarding will provide information on these skills. Well, I'm just guarding at the moment.
Now! You're done.
I mean, I've got him staggered now, so I can take a rest, let the others finish the job off and cure myself. Was there Choco stop nearby? Where? That way? Oh, there was. To be honest, it's not like we've gone out that way to even find if there's anything down here. I was going straight past this one. But don't worry, we'll finally do character tutorials at Chadley very shortly. And maybe after that, I'll be better at battle. Who'd have guessed? Good, Chickabo. Starting to wonder if someone will be upset with me if I don't pat them every time they help me find somewhere. But does that mean I'm allowed to not pat them when they haven't found me the way and I found it myself? Alright, we just follow this path to get to the fiends. Plot twist. Others doing the tutorials actually makes others worse at combat? Oh, come on, that can't happen, can it? Felt like we were grooving fairly well, like I had an idea of what I wanted to do.
Fiends roam this place.
Telling me.
Rare
Defeat all
Alpha
nearby
variant
enemies.
identified. Commencing guidance protocol. The docile disposition of the Alpha Dunk led to its widespread adoption as a beast of burden. Applications included agriculture, transportation, and even warfare. Variants like these, however, were valued as a source of hides and tusks used for arts and crafts. Unfortunately, they are a notoriously difficult creature to raise in captivity, and were usurped by the now ubiquitous Chocobo. At present, the only remaining wild Alpha Dunks can be found here, in the grasslands. Most are aggressive, especially these ones, which is why we must study them thoroughly, before they become a threat to both animals and humans.
So it turned out to be the cuteness rule, right? Chocobos were cuter, so we ride them. We eat these ones, they're not cute. That's how it works, right?
I believe in you!
I was holding guard, but I obviously didn't have that done yet. I want to assess first of all, and I've probably already got enough to do it at this point. I'm like, let me just go over here so I can assess you nicely. Find out what you're weak to. I've got to stagger you, got to pressure you. Exploiting its elemental weakness will pressure it, but also causes it to see red, at which point it will strengthen its guard and begin counterattacking. As time passes, others nearby will also begin to rampage. So you want to, like, kind of kill them quick once you've got them to thingy. Into pressure. Oh, hello. There, I put it on its ass.
Need it now.
Just know I'm cheering for you!
That helpful. Seeing red. Guys, you need to help me pressure this guy. That was me trying to press the another focus for us.
Try this.
Wrong guy. Guy, attack this target. We nearly got it staggered. Before I get killed.
That's it.
Another focus for us. Just finish it.
You got this under control!
Oh yeah, I totally had it under control. Totally, 100%. Don't let it trample me. I've totally got this under control. Ow. Guys, I'm gonna need you to, like, use some stuff. Focus shot sounds good. And use wildfire? Well, I try to dodge.
Gotta be careful.
No. Ah, I tried to.
Hey, fight's not over yet.
You're telling me, just finish it off. Kill it, Baron.
Special delivery.
You just need to kill it within the time limit, so I get my reward.
Wow! What a fight!
Jump on it, asshole.
Oh, am I gonna be like? No.
All objectives completed!
Yeah, I'll get better at the combat afterwards.
Great data.
I was just taking it out. It's fine. I beat it in time. Pressured, staggered, defeat an enemy with a time limit by 0.48 seconds. Planned.
Cloud,
Cloud! I see that you completed that challenge with grace and panache.
Sleeping.
don't you know it's rude to interrupt?
Why? I did no such thing.
In any case, Cloud, I've analyzed the battle data you sent and constructed a new virtual combat trial. I hope it's to your liking.
I don't know. I'm not dying. Don't know what you're talking about. It's fine, I'm healthier now. And all I really have to do is go back to, walk back to the ranch. And I'll be sorted. I could just sit there and not use a cushion. Preferably. Well, we barely made that. We are alive. That's all that matters. The next thing is quite far away, and to be honest, it's the same kind of distance to the ranch anyway. So let's use that. Of course I'm not dying. I had 1 HP. Yeah, well, I'm not dying because I'm only unconscious. That's how it works, right? I went with the sacrifice strat. It's fine. It works, it works. Alright, let's go to the other destination over here. Yes, it is my main modus operandi right now. Like, my plan to just get better at this combat. But it might take a little time. We're pretty much pointed the right way from here. Still do.
The moment you get on a chocobo, your world gets 100 million times bigger.
Actually, I think you'll find that just remaking the game made it 100 million times bigger. Not that I'm on a chocobo. It's a bit of a mountain range here, so either we're looking for a way up or a way round. Maybe there's a way through? But I'll never not take the time to pick up materials to ride my path. Oh, the tower's just... Wah! They're just here.
This ends here. You're dead.
I don't want to be... Ah! Dodge! Came in pretty fast then, to be honest. That bounce back and forward is nasty, but we're not far from the tower. Oh, hello. You're gonna take me away from my objective now, aren't you? Getting a bit gloomy down here. Swamps are just gloomy by the looks of things, then. Up there? Hello?
Don't get killed.
Gotcha.
Even though I may just be attacking you in the sky, it seems you're having a right go too. Woohoo! There we go. The wetlands life spring. No tower for us to begin with, though I'm guessing the tower would have marked this, maybe? I don't know. These guys really want us to know it's there, so there's 5 more things to do in this place, including the tower. A mithril mine, changing with the times. New region intel is now available. A natural passage through the mountains between Junon and the Grasslands, this mine has long served as a rich source of mithril. The mineral boasts an exquisite shimmer and remarkable strength and was historically used to fashion the very finest weapons and armor, but it fell out of favor after Shinra developed superior synthetic materials. After the mine was closed, the Republic of Junon converted it into a tunnel for the general public, allowing travel to and from the Grasslands. The glistening mithril deposits drew regular sightseers as well. Following Shinra's triumph over the Republic, however, the tunnel has been effectively abandoned. Various sections have fallen into disrepair, and the depths are host to untold dangers. You hear owls and think of Tales of Rise having domestic arguments through owl interpretation? Who would you want to do that then? Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith as a thruple. Right, let's get to that tower that we're supposed to get to. Thanks, Pico. Got a red laser on your head. Laser sighted. Ready to peck your eyes out. Okay, where's this? Is it right next to me? Yeah. You know when it's right next to you because the swing is just too massive. An emerald. I wish it was that easy. Alright, Swamplands Tower. The fact is, you peck multiple times, so even if I...
This ends here.
Get you with the first one. You get me with next ones. Dodging.
Mother. No time to celebrate.
What were you gonna say then, Cloud? Ah, so the rest of our objectives are actually past the next point of thingy? Interesting. I was wondering where the rest of them were, and I thought maybe I do have to partake in going through the swamp. But the swamp itself, pigeons, is a dangerous place. And the next leg of our journey, more or less, so maybe it's time for me to speak to Chadley? I mean, it looks like the last divine intel is this way. Where's the actual... Okay, we're supposed to go to there. So it looks like you can explore this place before you go to here. Do we bump in... to a certain snake? Now or not? That's my real question. Oh, he's got to continue this way around the mountains by the look of it. Sorry, I ran into that tree, but there was ginger roots to pick up. You saw nothing? No one saw anything here?
Piece of cake. You're dead. It's on now.
Fireball Blade really kills them, though.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Thanks, Pico. Nice pickup. Did battle music die? I think we just won, and I think we were in a transition between areas. Is how I look at it. Right, so... we are at the swamp. But we need to make it over there.
So, we sure this is safe? Heard pockets of the bog are damn near bottomless. Plus, there's that giant man-eating serpent.
Bill assured us the chocobos could handle it. Have some faith in our feathered friends.
Because, like, believe in me. I don't know, there's a certain level of paranoia between what was like looking at the floor and seeing a shadow and crossing this area. Do you know what I mean? It's a certain bit of... My buttocks, they be clenching. My goodness, they be clenching. The funny thing is, like, there's this little bit in my head that's saying, this camera angle is terrible for figuring out if I'm about to be eaten. Because of the old camera angle for it. I could see it a lot clearer that it was coming right for me, you know what I mean?
The people of the Grasslands once believed that earthquakes would occur if they angered Titan. Kalm's present-day harvest festival most likely originated as a ritual offering of crops meant to appease him.
So I'm just gonna ask, so about the yellow paint, right? These don't have yellow paint, but are people gonna complain that literal handholds have been made? Is that the next thing? Really, all you hear is the anti-complaints, don't you? I don't know why, I kind of expect to get a little bit of a lunge on that. Attempt to analyze the Titan Crystal? I shall. So circle, circle, circle. Okay. Should be around there. I'm very synchronized.
That concludes our analysis of the Grassland Summon Crystals. Thank you. Now Titan will become an even more formidable ally. Congratulations. Though you have yet to obtain the requisite materia, as I recall, you'll first need to confront the Divine via the combat simulator.
Is that a good a time as any to head back there and say, do it, Chadley? We've got 2 more areas to check out here, the Expedition Intel and, of course, the Fiend Intel, but we can come back for them by warping back to the abandoned dock. But now that we've got that seems like a good a time as any to do our Chadley time. So it's interesting. We've got 2 more obvious marks on the map for areas to go, but there's definitely 3 bits of intel to do.